Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Kirsten James Dunn, and I will be guiding you through this course. Over in term paper instructions and template, you will notice the undergraduate term paper if you're an undergraduate, or the graduate term paper if you're a graduate. We will be adding to that a little form that has to do with literary criticism and varieties, kind of an initial questions starter form that hopefully will also help you in your quest to determine what perspective you intend to write your term paper from. With that, let's go ahead and look into the term paper. The video will be separated out from this one. It will be placed over here. The instructions and discussion we just had about literary criticism will be placed up here. All right, so onward to the term paper. If you open the term paper, what you will find is for the undergraduate version, and the process is actually essentially the same for both the graduate and undergraduate versions, except we expect a little more depth from graduates, which means the paper is slightly longer. In this, we'll just jump to that. The paper for this undergraduate work is a length of approximately 1,500 words, give or take about 10%, approximately 6 pages, not including title and references pages. Times New Roman 12-point, double spaced, 1-inch margins, APA 7 formatting, and APA 7 citations for references, and all sources must be cited. The graduate version is 8 pages in length, approximately 2,000 words. That's the main difference. Now, let's go ahead and look at it. In this assignment, you will have the opportunity to explore Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from a literary criticism perspective of your choice within the realm of British literature. The assignment requires you to analyze the novel using your selected critical approach. Um, this critical approach will allow you to make a deep and thoughtful consideration of the text, gaining a richer understanding of its themes, characters, and narrative techniques. Our objective in this paper is to critically analyze Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from a chosen literary perspective, to demonstrate an understanding of the selected critical approach and its application to the text, to engage in thoughtful research and discussion about the novel's themes, characters, and narrative techniques, and to adhere to academic writing standards and citation style. Instructions. Starting with number 1, choose a literary criticism perspective. Select a literary criticism perspective from the following list or propose one of your own. You can choose from, but are not limited to, the following: feminist criticism, Marxist criticism, psychoanalytic criticism, post-colonial criticism, formalist criticism, reader response criticism, biographical criticism. Conduct research. Familiarize yourself with the chosen literary criticism perspective by conducting research on its principles and key concepts. This will serve as the lens through which you will analyze Frankenstein. Thesis statement. Develop a clear thesis statement that states your perspective and the main argument regarding the novel's interpretation through the chosen literary criticism perspective. Literary analysis. Write a well-structured essay, approximately 1,500 words, the possible outline structure of introduction, perspective, analysis, discussion of sources, or literature review, whichever you prefer. Inclusion and recommendations, and a references page. Let's go into this more deeply. And this is, again, only a possible outline structure. You may write the paper in the way and structure you wish. Introduction, a statement. This is a critical analysis of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. B, briefly introduce Frankenstein and your chosen literary criticism perspective. C, present your thesis statement. 2, literary criticism perspective. A, provide a comprehensive overview of the chosen literary criticism perspective. B, explain how this perspective can be applied to the analysis of literature. Number three, analysis of Frankenstein. Apply your chosen literary criticism perspective to analyze Frankenstein. Discuss how the text reflects the themes, characters, and natural narrative elements within the text in your selected approach. Provide textual evidence, quotes, and citations to support your analysis. Number four, discussion of scholarly sources. Engage with the other scholarly sources that discuss your chosen perspective in relation to Frankenstein. Analyze how these sources contribute to your understanding and interpretation of the novel. Conclusion, summarize key findings of your analysis, and reflect on the significance of your analysis in the context of British literature. Offer recommendations for further exploration of research or research. References page. Now, the concise rubric is that students will express in terms of either a status of initial, which is just kind of beginning to understand or be proficient in the area of standard, up to emerging, developed, and then highly developed being the highest level of development in relation to the standard. So understanding of literary criticism, anywhere from initial to highly developed. Organization, thesis statement, and argument, anywhere from initial to developed. Literary analysis, anywhere from initial to highly developed. Use of scholarly sources, anywhere from initial to highly developed. Writing style and organization, anywhere from initial to highly developed. Guidelines. All right, let's go into this in detail. Thesis, create and clearly state your thesis. Context, find four sources that clearly relate to the development of your thesis, including the main text. These sources may be a blog, website, or scholarly article. At least one source must be from a peer-reviewed source. Make certain that the articles or the sources you choose help the reader understand the background, context, and current status of your thesis topic. Furthering your argument, please remember that your sources are meant to help you further your argument in support of your critique. Please include at least 6 quotes from Frankenstein in your discussion and one from each one of your sources. General structure. The term paper should standardly include an introduction to the paper and a thesis, a short review of literature, general discussion, and conclusion. Apart from that, you can really organize it and approach it in a way that you wish. Paper must also have all the elements of APA 7 student paper format, including a cover and title page, main body of the paper, and references page. Please upload the finished version of your paper to Anthology. Here's the rubric. You can read through that in your leisure. I think you get the gist. If you're an undergraduate student, this is the conclusion of our discussion of the assignment. Feel free to email me with any questions you may have. If you are a graduate student, we are not finished. I want to go through this with you for a couple of things. So undergraduates, you may stop the video now. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Graduate students, let's keep going. Everything is pretty much the same here until we get down to the discussion of what you have to do. You'll note you must find 6 sources that clearly relate to the development of your thesis. 6 sources. And again, 2,000 words, approximately 8 pages. So do not run amiss of that. I'm still requiring APA 7 structure though. So again, include 6 references. Let me double check to see if I said anything about the page length. I think the only place that I mentioned that, yep, I did approximately 2,000 words. So that's consistent throughout this assignment. Again, it's essentially the same structure as the undergraduate, except that we want you to go a little more deeply into things. 2,000 words, 8 pages, and 6 references that you're synthesizing, not the mere 4. All right. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Stay safe, be well, and I look forward to working with you in the future.